What's going on, and welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a final review over some Kizer knives. This one is the Feist, this one is the Comet, and this one is the Chili Pepper. All three were great knives. Really was excited about these two because I've been wanting to check these two out for a while. And surprisingly, this one was, the Comet was my favorite actually. Surprisingly, I didn't think I was going to like this one at all, just by looking at it, just like pictures of it and stuff like that. But actually, freaking loved it. Just favorite. I don't know why. Just is. Well, let's kind of get into these real quick though. Price points are $75 for the Feist. Comet was $89, and the Chili Pepper is going to be a little more expensive for reasons why. Is $159. Now with this, you have the Toxic Storm Fat Carbon Fiber. You have some cool green studs, which I actually really like the green studs. I thought it was kind of a cool little color, like the way that I don't know. It's like the color green. Like it's not the same color green as the rest of it, obviously, but it's kind of like a good little contrast. You know what I mean? But this knife, I wasn't real impressed with that first, I guess, but it definitely grew on me very shortly after, just because I fidgeted with it, checked it out. Excellent front flipper. You can obviously your index finger to front flip it too. I have problems sometimes though, but overall not bad. I can get it for the most part. You're not going to be able to do that with this one as well. Kind of jabbed myself the other day trying it, and I can do it almost, but it's all very hard. It's a lot stiffer detent, so I'm not gonna. So when you try to get it out, definitely a little harder. So I'm not gonna try it too much more. Yeah, that kind of bled for a while, and it was just a good poke. But we'll get into this one first. The Kizer Chili Pepper. Loved it. Loved the coloring, the texturing. Like I said, wish it had a better pocket clip, but for like $159, I guess it's not bad. It's a good pocket clip still overall, but I don't know. I think they could have pimped it out a little better. But no big deal. So great knife still. Great ergo. Surprisingly, I'm not really big into knives like this. I always compared this to the Kunmu Padre for some reason, like this, that slight angle of the handle and everything like that. So that's what I always kind of compared it to, like in my mind. Obviously not thickness and stuff like that. They are totally different knives, but just the curvature of everything like that just reminded me of that, like for the handle. Button lock though, great overall though, just super smooth. I love the ting of it too. See, oh, love it, love it. Like I said, button lock, not a bad, like I said, pocket clip. It's really not that bad. The screws are recessed, but the pocket clip is not. So that's all right though, but it is reversible, which makes it nice. For steel, you have S90V. So excellent stuff there. I do like S90V. I think the designer is Swags. As you can see, there's her insignia or her signature, stuff like that. I don't know what the 284 is. I don't know if that's like a number, like 284 out of 1,000 or something like that. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, great knife overall. And the thumb studs, honestly, they work great. They're not like overly like aggressive or anything like that, so you're not going to get your finger tore up. You can reverse flick, you can thumb flick, and front flip. Great. All three ways are just super smooth and buttery. Love this knife. Great knife overall. We'll check the screws here in a second. Actually, we'll just check them now. Just get them out of the way. Just go one by one, right? All right. Pivot is going to be T up T8. So everything is going to be T6 except for the pivot screw. Which Kizer's, I know they do kind of use a lot more T6 than other knife companies. I don't know why, but I have noticed that recently, now that I actually think about it. Oh, and the blade is a drop point also. I did not say that. And I don't know what the coating is on, some kind of DLC. I don't know for sure. It doesn't look like it held up well because it's from the pass-around group, because there are already like chips or like scratches and stuff like that. I kind of tried to clean it up a little bit, but it's hard to know how well this was, or how hard this was used. So I can't give you like a great description on like the wear and tear of it, I guess. As you can see right there, you got some scratches and stuff like that. But honestly, it's not like scratched past the coating and everything like that. It's just scratched up a little bit. So I don't know the coating. I don't know if it's the DLC, but a shiny DLC. But I think that's what it is. It's what it's kind of reminding me of. So overall, though, solid knife. This is my favorite right here. I don't know why, it just is. Just the blade shape, just the handles, the ergos, phenomenal. For $89 too, you're not going to beat this. Like, I'm probably going to pick me up one. I'm going to go look at the different variations, the different colors, stuff like that, because red's not really my thing. But freaking love this thing. You do have 154 cm for the steel blade. It is a drop point, or no, excuse me, it is a clip point as well. It has a liner lock on it, which actually, for the shininess of everything, like the liners and everything, I thought it looked at first. That's why I thought I was not going to like it, how shiny everything was and satin and this and that. But overall, though, like actually it grew on me immediately, and I really liked it. I just thought the stonewashed titanium pocket clip may have been out of place, a little bit. But overall, though, it's pretty, aesthetically pleasing overall to the eye. You have that red denim micarta. You have like a micarta pivot collar, which is kind of cool. Like that's why I want to check out different variations of this, see because obviously it's going to have all the same type of stuff on it. So I'm kind of excited about that to check out. And it does have a brass bolster handle, and obviously like red denim micarta. Overall, I like the ergos on this thing. It feels pretty good. The handle is almost small, but not too small to use. Obviously, like it fits. I'm gonna say it's perfect in my hand. Now, obviously, if you got bigger hands, it's not gonna be so great. So definitely, it just depends on your hand. Honestly, like it's like I said, like it's. I wouldn't go any. If my hand was a little bit bigger, I might have some problems because obviously you have the flipper tab right there in the way. So you're not going to really be able to choke up, or I guess you can hold it like this, like hold it back. But obviously that's not always the safest route to go. But that's all right though. Let's go check out some screws real quick. These all look like they're T6 though. Oh, that's T8. Wow, that looks really small though. Yeah, everything's T6 on this also except for the pivot. Now I really like the blade shape. Like it's very like clip point and drop point are very similar to me. It's just very, it's close. Like I have to always look them up to make sure I'm saying the right blade shape because they're very close to me. And I really like the way they did this clip point. It just looks good. It reminds me of a shark for some reason. I don't know if that's what they were going for. If it was, they nailed it because I just like it. Obviously, I think it would have been cool if have the fin up top, obviously, and reminding you of shark more so. But I guess it could be like the bottom fin, stuff like that. I don't know. Nerd. Sorry, my bad. Rabbit, right? Off topic. Sorry. It is skeletonized a little bit on the inside. There you can see right there to help with the weight of it and everything. And I'll get the weights and the lengths and everything of this also. So all three of these, I'll do those at the end. So don't think I forgot about that stuff. But and I thought it was kind of odd. Like of all things, I thought the titanium pocket clip, like I figured this would have been like a wire or something like along these lines, something like that. But they used titanium, so I thought that was a little odd. But I was like, okay, that's cool. That works, right? It's a Munko design though. As you can see right there is their little insignia in Munko. And then it is 154 cm. I already told you guys that. Great knife overall. Love this thing, like I said. And I liked how the liner lock, it is like, obviously this is cut out a little bit, just enough to really get your finger right there to really get it to work. Really get it to pushed over. Very easy. Flips open with authority, and I'm telling you, like, it's smooth. Like, this is one I'm sad to see go. I definitely want one of these. Jimping was great too. Oh, I didn't talk about jimping. Jimping is great on this. They did a great job on the jimping. I like the jimping on this. I like Kizer jimping. They usually do a very good job on most of their jimping. Same with this one. Like the jimping, just enough right there. And then you have that little humpback right there. So you can put your finger right there, push down, whatever, get into it, stuff like that, cutting and do your fine texturing, or not texturing, fine cutting and stuff like that. But you have a nice little pivot right there, a little pivot collar. There's a lanyard hole right there. It's the world's smallest one, so I don't know how well that's going to work for you. This one didn't have one. But yeah, let's get into this little guy right here now too. So we can get into the links also. Like I said, this is a front flipper only, and I do not like doing this way because it's stabbed me. And I literally was just trying just then to get it open. It's a pain in the butt. Like that. Okay, that was barrel. I'm not going to do that again because I'm not going to go cut myself open. But it definitely is more solid, like a little stronger detent going up and down. Not a bad knife though overall. It reminds me of the Corgi. Like I haven't got my hands on a Corgi yet, but excuse me, it reminds me of one. Like very very similar, I think. I know they have like a dip, like a button lock, stuff like that. I don't know if there's any variation like the locking mechanisms for them. Not quite sure. Um, I think I don't know what that was. But the liner lock does work very, very well. I do like the red micarta on these. I don't know why. I'm not a big fan of them, but I don't know why. That's also, they at least feel good in hand, I guess I'm trying to say. I'm not red fan, but I feel great. How about that? We'll just go with that. It is a drop point blade with 154 cm, and it is a Lundquist design. I can't remember what the first name was. I know it's Jay. I just don't remember. I can't remember. I have other knives by Lundquist. I just can't remember what his name is. Crap. What else is there? Liner lock. Liner lock's a little bit of texture too. I forgot to say that. It is textured right there. A little bit just enough. Kind of nice. Like obviously it's not open as much as this one. This side is. But it definitely works. So it definitely has that little texture right there to help out. So definitely nice. Jimping, not really. It's kind of flush with everything, so you're not really getting it. It's pretty much just made for the flipper, I would say, just to flip it open. But that's it. This right here is a little bit of jimping right there also. You're not obviously getting it anywhere else. It's just a, I guess, pinch like together, I guess. Your fingers kind of pinch it tight, and so it's not going to get out of your hands. That's what I'm assuming that's all for. Pocket clip is just a regular kind of, steel pocket clip. Not too bad. Again, this is $75 right here, so it's not too bad of a price. And these are all very sharp knives, actually. They all came pretty daggone sharp, which I was very surprised by that. But let's go ahead and get some sizes first real quick. Oh, I did not check screws. I think it's going to be the same, just T8 and then, yeah, pivot's T8 and everything's T6. Yep. Yep. And this one does not have a lanyard hole or anything like that either. Oh, and the pocket clip is recessed on this one, which is nice, and the screws also. Except the only thing is, it's not ambidextrous, so it kind of sucks. But oh, this one was not either. I didn't tell you guys that either. This one is not ambidextrous either. So these two right here are righties only, but this one is ambidextrous, which is nice. At least one of them was, right. But let's get some links now. Where's my little trusty tape measure? Alrighty, for the cutting edge for the chili pepper, I'm going to say about 3 inches. Yeah, 3 inches. And overall, it's about 7.05. So not too shabby. The cutting edge on this one is 2.6. And the overall is about 6.5. So that's a little guy right there. And my favorite one right here is going to be cutting edge is 2.75. And overall is about 6.75. Yeah, 6.75, so not too bad. Let's check out these weights real quick for you guys. See what we're working with. And if you guys noticed, I got a new light finally. One that hopefully works a little better. Hopefully it fixes a few things for me. Alright, first the Comet is 3.1. The Feist is 2. Wow, that's really light. 2.2. Wow. I didn't know that was going to be that light, but that's nice though. And this guy is 3.0. Wow, really? Oh wow, that's close. I thought this was going to be a heavier one. It just felt a little heavier, but I guess I was wrong. It happens. But overall, great knives. Love them. Check them out. Price points aren't bad, like I said. 75, 89, and 159. And great steals for all of them. Great knives. Check them out. Get you one. You're not going to be disappointed. They all have different variations. I wanted to know. I remember a while back I wanted a Feist. Like it was like a dragon scale type thing. Like red and black. It was so cool. I think it was like their October sale or something like that. Didn't get one. Sucked. But I would love to still get one of these just like that one. It'd be super dope. But great knives overall. Check them out. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave it down in the comment section. If you guys like the video, just leave a thumbs up. Thanks.